We're talking sleepers, post NFL draft, fantasy football sleepers right now on FFT and 5. Hello, everyone. Dave was doing a little sleepy motion.
It was, the sign that someone's about to be put to sleep. The GTS coming your way. You better be nice to me, Adam. Otherwise, you're getting a knee to the face.
Okay. I don't know what a GTS is. I assume this is wrestling. Not my thing. My favorite sleeper from Dave's list was probably Christian Watson. This guy has massive potential. You said it. The stats haven't really been there yet. Although in the second half of his rookie season, when he had Aaron Rodgers, he was a top 10 wide receiver. He was terrific. And that was with leaving a game early with an injury and playing one game completely injured as a decoy. So I know what Christian Watson is capable of if he's healthy and on the field. And I think generally people are just going to go, well, he can't stay healthy. I'm not drafting him. He went in round 9, Dave. I love Christian Watson.
Awesome value, awesome opportunity to take a chance on somebody who we were drafting with like a top 60 or top 70 pick last year, hoping that he would stay healthy and basically become the number one go-to receiver for the Green Bay Packers. My favorite stat about him, this doesn't mean he's going to be great, but in 2022, he had a touchdown every 5.9 catches. In 2023, he had a touchdown every 5.6 catches. These are high rates, and if we're expecting him to continue being on that type of pace and he stays healthy, well, he's going to catch the ball more, so he should get a few more touchdowns than what we expect for an average wide receiver that's taken in that range in round 9. He's not the best in the world, but he can be the best in Green Bay if things break right for him. Absolutely worth taking the chance on.
Yeah, and actually last year, he was a top 48 pick. I'm looking at a draft we did. Some idiot took him with the 4th pick of round 4. That was me. Okay, more.
Sorry, he was healthy back then. We were optimistic.
Yeah. There are a lot of ways. I mean, you have a big list of sleepers here, but I'm going to ask you about Jameson Williams. He was the first pick of round 10 in the draft that we did last week, and we haven't really seen much, but he's certainly got an opportunity.
Hasn't been elite of a stat producer yet in the NFL, but he's got that potential. He was a first-round pick for a reason, and the Lions seem optimistic that he can contribute more to their offense. Josh Reynolds is gone for whatever that's worth. That can open up more of a role for Jameson Williams. And the one thing that we've seen, and I didn't mention this on our show, Adam, our main show, but we've seen this Lions offense quickly gravitate to its playmakers once Ben Johnson is comfortable in that guy doing what he does at a high level. It happened immediately with Amon-Ra St. Brown, more so toward the end of his rookie year than the beginning. But once he started to get into a rhythm on offense and they trusted him, man, he got targets like crazy, and it's been that way ever since. Laporta, that transition happened even faster. Gibbs, it took a little bit last year for him to start getting that role increase. He ended up being the running back about half the time for Detroit last year, and he was hyper efficient with it. Williams could follow suit. It'll help, obviously, if someone else in that offense misses time or isn't efficient. But Williams offers something that no one else in this offense has, well, maybe other than Gibbs, and that's just absolute game-breaking ability. Another receiver that I don't mind taking a chance on. I'd rather have Watson, but both of them are in that round 9-ish range.
Tajae Spears was drafted in the 8th round in our most recent draft. That was 2 rounds after Tony Pollard, so that puts Tajae Spears in the sleeper category.
And I don't know if it's going to be like a straight edge society split between him and Tony Pollard. I think Pollard will probably get the benefit of the doubt of being the lead guy to begin the year, but we saw it with Spears last year. He was the passing downs guy for Tennessee, different offense, and obviously he was sharing with Derrick Henry, so he was never going to get the running downs work. But in games where he had at least 9 touches, he was averaging 10.5 PPR points per game, and he did that in 9 games last year. He can take a step forward and be a really good bench running back to begin the season. And if Tony Pollard stinks, the Titans don't have the same type of commitment to Pollard that Dallas might have felt to him last year. Spears could take over. In fact, we could get to a point in training camp where it looks like both of these guys could play 50% of the snaps on average from game to game. At that point, you'd rather just take whoever you can get later. I figure that's going to be Spears.
All right, give me one more here. We got 15 seconds on Jake Ferguson.
An awesome tight end to settle for if you miss out on the studs early on. He was second on the Cowboys in targets last year. He's a big-time red zone threat. Nothing has really changed with this Cowboys offense other than the offensive line getting younger. Ferguson is like a top 10 to 12-ish tight end that you just take in round.
Oh, you were so close. So
you
close.
Buzzed me?
All right, folks. That's Dave Richard. I'm Adam Azers.
Now you're definitely getting a knee to the face.
In 5. All right. I'm getting whatever he said. There were a few letters. What was it called?
GTS.
GTS. All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow, I think Wednesday, on Fantasy Football Today in 5.